When I originally posted this video, it showed you how to build your own Wii Golf Club. I had many people write and ask me if I'd build one for them, but it was way too labor intensive. I have found a company, though, that produces one very similar, but even better than the one that I made. And at the end of this video, after I've showed you how I made mine, I'll tell you how you can get one from them if you'd like to do that. Wii Golf can be a very exciting experience, and very realistic too if you have the Wii Motion Plus adapter and the Tiger Woods golf game. The only thing you really need is a realistic golf club to replace the Wii remote control. In order to build such a club, I started by building a little box made of foam board and very thin wood, exactly the size of the Wii controller, including the Motion Plus adapter. Before we move on, notice those two little pegs in the picture. Each peg has a knob glued on the end. I used a little adapter to connect electrical wires, and a screw screwed into the center of the wooden shaft so that it will push the button when it's turned. Notice that when you put this stick through the holes in the box, the screw is at exactly the right position to touch, in this case, the B button, or in the upper set of holes you see here, the A button. The holes on the right side of the box are actually little plastic tubes large enough for me to move the stick and the set screw through the holes. I actually put a little bit of putty on the end of the stick near the knob so that it makes, when you finally push it through, it makes a nice, firm but loose fit at the hole. On the left side of the box, instead of plastic tubes, I used a small piece of rubber tubing with the sticks sanded slightly so they'd fit exactly in the tubing. But the tubing holds them tight, so when you move the stick so that a button is pushed, it stays that way until you twist the stick again. I used epoxy putty around the rubber tubing and a little bit of glue inside to help hold these pieces of tubing firm. Now for the golf club itself. I used a practice club that you can get at any sporting goods store and removed the weight and replaced it with a plastic knob. Almost anything can do, as you'll see here in a minute why we need it. The plastic knob on the end of the golf club fits into a hole cut in the bottom of the box. This keeps the box from moving forward or backwards away from the club. Notice also the holes being drilled on both sides of the club in this picture. We'll see how that attaches the club to the box in a second. You can see here how the club lays across the box. Later I added epoxy putty around the plastic knob on the end and used an elastic cord to thread through those holes. We'll see that better in a later picture. But it holds the club securely to the box. When we use the Wii remote for golf, we have to be able to press the A and the B buttons, and sometimes other buttons on the front. When we place the remote into the box that we just described how to build, it will fit securely, and then you'll be able to hold it by the handle and swing it like a normal golf club. You slide in the back of the remote, push it down firmly. You can have an opening in the front so that you can point it as you would use towards the screen, and there's an opening in the back in case you ever needed to add a nunchuck or something, although as far as I know those would never be used for golf. We take the stick with a little knob on it. If you place it in this hole, twisting that knob will press the A button. As you see on the back, it's in that rubber tubing, will hold it tight. Some games do require you to hold the A button. Tiger Woods Golf only really requires you to hold the B button. So I put the stick back here so that it holds the controller in the box, doesn't push any buttons at all, but you can access all the rest of the buttons and twist the bottom button to press the A, which allows you to actually hit the ball. The remote cord there that goes around your wrist conveniently just snags up around the top and gets out of the way. Then you can swing the club just like you would during normal games. Let's see now how to actually use this club. We have the Tiger Woods golf game in the background. We take the club. We can press the A button to zoom up and see, to aim the ball. We twist the knob to set the B button, and that shows on the screen that we're ready. All you have to do is point the club down, twist the face the way you want, and swing. And you see the ball move forward and hopefully land up close to the pin. Again, you can use it for putting. It makes putting so much easier, except I missed that one. I highly recommend that you build a club like this. It makes the Wii Golf almost real. If you like this, please check out my other videos too. I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. I hope you like playing the Wii Golf with a new club. I had so many people that wanted to build my golf club, but didn't have the skills, that I looked around and finally found a company that makes one that's very similar. The Wii Remote snaps easily into the casing. The workmanship is extraordinary. I think you'll really appreciate how well it's made. They call it the Chicken Stick. With the Chicken Stick and the Tiger Woods Golf, you'll feel like you have your own $5,000 simulator. I love playing Pebble Beach and Sawgrass. It's wonderful. I love their little lever for pushing the button. It's much better than my method. You can get yours at badchicken.com or just search for Chicken Stick on Amazon.com. I think you'll enjoy it as much as I do. Much easier to get than making one the way I did.